Hello, hello, hello. I am La Trinity, and this is another segment of Acts for the Kingdom. I did a video on this guy about a month or two ago, and I looked at him and he kind of lost some weight from the very last time I saw him. He said that he had a stomach virus, and he probably lost weight that way as well. But normally when I see people that are like less fortunate or homeless that are on the street, when it gets cold outside, they tend to lose more weight because they do more drugs, whatever their drug of choice is, to keep them warm. But I really loved his story that he told. I liked his insight and his advice. If you have a thought or an emotion and you want to go back to old things, old people, old patterns, old desires, don't go. All right. How are you, sir?
Blessed by the best.
All right. So I don't have a mic, so you're going to have to just speak a tad bit louder.
All right.
All right. What's your name?
Alan Johnson.
Alan Johnson. So we've met before,
Yes, ma'am.
but I could barely recognize you. You've lost a few pounds.
Yeah.
You said you had a stomach virus.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. But how have you been?
Blessed. Ain't gonna complain.
Has anything changed since the last time I talked to you?
No, ma'am.
Why haven't you made the necessary steps?
Not taking initiative.
Why? I know you don't want to be out here.
To a degree.
Or have you kind of become accustomed?
Yes, ma'am.
You have. Can you elaborate a little bit on how do you deal with Dallas cold weather? How do you be out here when it's cold? It's not as cold right now, but in a month or so it'll get colder. How?
Well, to most people, when they say they cold, this is what I tell them. It's not cold, it's just not hot. Because it's all God's work. And anything He bless us to do, we have to adjust.
Until the change comes.
Exactly.
So you're pretty strong if you know how to adjust in cold weather like
Thank
this.
you, Jesus.
Okay. Tell the viewers how long you've been in this type of circumstance.
Almost 40 years.
40 years so have you ever had your own place?
Twice.
And when was that?
The last time it was 23.
When you were 23 years
No,
old?
2023.
That's not that far from here.
About a year and a half ago.
What happened?
Bad decision.
Can you talk to me about it? I love to hear other people's situations so I can learn from it.
I came back to Dallas.
Where were you coming from?
Wichita Falls.
Okay. Were you working? You were working? You had your own apartment.
Yeah.
And what brought you back to Dallas? Were you visiting? Coming back and forth, or you got a phone call, or you just struck a thought and just moved back, or what actually happened?
Pretty much struck a thought.
It was a thought, and you moved back here, or you just visited?
My intention was to visit, but I'm still here.
So your intentions was just to visit. You came here and met a new friend or an old friend? An old friend. It's always those old friends, right? And I guess you guys kind of did some activities, things that you used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
And it kind of just locked you in from there.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you regret it?
Every day.
So you do think about it?
Yeah.
Could you encourage a person not to go back? Not to go back in decisions, not to go back in emotions or activities?
Always put God first in everything you do. Always. ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.